Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Anonymity, Tony. Boredom plus anonymity plus a constant gentle rocking.
For us, anonymity will be the first line of defense.
I don't have to tell you what a comfort anonymity can be in my profession.
You know what the downside to anonymity is?
匿名
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Him and he's going down tonight to track an anonymous tipster down in Riverside.
For the purpose of our relationship, I shall remain anonymous.
If you have any information, please call the LAPD Central Division and you can remain anonymous.
Yes, hello. I'd like to leave an anonymous tip about something important.
You're out there, lonely, dangerous, all that anonymous sex, and you want someone in your corner, someone to come home to.
姓氏不详的
Anorexia.
Anorexia.
But I think that if the watermelon symbolizes African American culture, rightly so, because look what white middle class feminism stands for: anorexia and bulimia.
I have a horrible anorexia, and it helps my appetite.
No, and I've seen too many people sick with anorexia and bulimia.
So many tragic young teenagers with anorexia.
A person's refusal to eat is a common indication of a psychiatric condition known as anorexia.
Objection.
食欲缺乏
Antagonistic.
Antagonistic.
Antagonistic drunk who fought this from day one.
But I'm not antagonistic to him.
Class hatred must be encouraged in such a way that labor and the middle classes will become confused and antagonistic.
It is entirely understandable that you are antagonistic to the prisoner.
Life is antagonistic to the natural state.
对抗的
Antagonize.
Antagonize.
Annabelle, don't antagonize your brother.
Besides, such charges against an officer would only antagonize the court.
Did you just do it to antagonize people?
Don't antagonize him, Mr. Brown.
Seriously, you probably shouldn't antagonize them since they have all the loaded guns and whatnot.
使对抗引起反抗
Antelope.
Antelope.
I think that's all there is, but they have horses back in Antelope.
Like an antelope in headlights.
On the upside, Antelope Wells should be warmer than this place.
The antelope and the deer moving about.
They cruise from casino to casino looking for weak dealers the way lions look for weak antelope.
羚羊
Antenna.
Antenna.
Break the antenna.
But the antenna and the blood really managed to seal the breach in my suit, which kept me alive, even though the crew must have thought I was dead.
Every peewee in the town knows what an FBI rear antenna looks like.
Quill, Groot, Drax, the chick with the antenna, all gone.
She was that chick who was at our show at the Antenna Club.
天线
Anthem.
Anthem.
Became my anthem.
Please, join us in our anthem.
South African national anthems.
That's a little more important than the national anthem.
This is our anthem!
圣歌
Anthology.
Anthology.
He also writes comic books which deal with his day-to-day pains and pleasures, and this is an anthology of 9 of those comics.
How much more pathetic, sir, than, say, certain passages of the Greek anthology?
Part of an anthology of contemporary poets from the Punjab.
We are glad you liked the Q anthology.
You would have been the publisher of the hottest novel of the year if you had published his anthology like you promised him.
选集
Anthropologist.
Anthropologist.
Do you think the anthropologist Margaret Mead's strange behavior of late could be explained by a private marijuana addiction?
He said he's no anthropologist, but he thought that...
I mean, can you picture me as an anthropologist?
I'm just being an amateur anthropologist who is interested in virtual words on a theoretical level.
Okay, but I'm not an anthropologist and I don't understand any of this.
人类学家
Anthropology.
Anthropology.
He's studying literature and anthropology, and he's way into Bright Eyes, so that's not so bad.
I am currently a professor of anthropology and psychiatry at Northwestern University.
I decided on anthropology because it seemed to me to be a short step from the study of dead souls to the study of dead men and dead civilizations.
I told him I grew up an army brat, that I went to ASU and I majored in anthropology.
When anthropology gave them a name, I had mine.
人类学
Antibody.
Antibody.
A major pharmaceutical company has developed a mutant antibody.
Work. And the second thing that happened was that an antibody in the saliva increased, came to the fore right away.
The United States or China has the formula they can develop an antibody for.
We'll have an antibody test within a week.
When Annie was born, she tested positive for the HIV antibody, so of course we assumed she was infected with the virus.
抗体
Anticipatory.
Anticipatory.
Anticipatory grieving. It's an anticipatory order.
In this case, they'll issue gag orders, sue for breach, anticipatory breach, and join him, you, us, his pet dog, the dog's veterinarian.
Over anticipatory.
That's all anticipatory anxiety.
期待着的
Anti-clockwise.
Anticlockwise.
Clockwise is for girls and anti-clockwise is for boys.
If I go clockwise and you go anti-clockwise.
You will double in a clockwise and an anti-clockwise direction within the confines of the parade ground.
逆时针的逆时针的
Antidepressant.
Antidepressant.
Apparently, she's armed herself with a knife and has taken some antidepressant drugs.
Her pediatrician might suggest a prescription for antidepressant.
Like an antidepressant, whatever they gave them to me when my dad died.
So I tried trileptal, but that caused me to sleep for 2 solid weeks. And I was taking that with Lexapro, which is an antidepressant, but that turns you into a fat zombie. Then I tried...
Yeah, tricyclic antidepressant once a day.
抗抑郁的抗抑制
Antidote.
Antidote.
When I enter the access code, my fleet of drones will distribute the antidote immediately.
Bottom line, I synthesized an antidote.
Give me the antidote.
I'm here to collect this antidote.
They didn't know that you'd given them the antidote.
解毒剂
Antigen.
Antigen.
He's not someone who has a single molecule of vampire antigen in his blood.
I'm sure antigen didn't mean anything.
Sullivan has the antigen.
There's an anti-serum for silver called antigen HE.
We gave Proteus all the known data on leukemia, and in 91 hours of pure theory, without performing a single experiment, it's given us this antigen.
抗原
Antipathy.
Antipathy.
A big wave of antipathy.
All these predicted your antipathy.
Mr. Bjornson's antipathy at the federal level is well known.
No contrary holds more antipathy than I am such a knave.
You've let a little matter of personal antipathy interfere with your duty to your country.
厌恶
Antiquarian.
Antiquarian.
Besides being a noted traveler and antiquarian, he's also a gentleman rider.
I'm afraid there's no place in the Antiquarian Reclamation Unit for a comedian.
It was discovered there by the noted antiquarian Sir Andrew Coppleston.
Please ask yourself as a civilian, where would you be if the benevolent arm of the Führer's Antiquarian Reclamation Unit had not rescued you from your various internment camps?
Some local antiquarian died, and his moronic heirs donated it to this place.
古文物收藏家古文物的
Antiquated.
Antiquated.
As of Friday, kindness and generosity are antiquated customs.
Some antiquated common laws.
They have an antiquated idea of how I should live my life, especially my mother.
Well, it's a little antiquated.
Well, the opposition has taken the position
we're a bunch of antiquated bloody idiots fighting a war we don't understand and can't possibly win.
陈旧的
Antiquity.
Antiquity.
And as the world were now but to begin, antiquity forgot, custom not known, the ratifiers and props of every word.
But as for me, I won't invest in antiquity.
First up, beware of the local eggs, which can be distinguished only by their antiquity.
The sorcerers of antiquity call the use of this language spells.
As Prince of Fernando Po, but Knight of the Realm has a certain antiquity to it.
古老
Antiseptic.
Antiseptic.
You have antiseptic?
Happened. Oh, dear. Young lady cut herself.
Shall I call a doctor?
Oh, I don't think it's that serious.
Let's see. Helena, get some cotton and antiseptic.
I mean, this is so antiseptic.
No, I just think that I might have made the character of Sylvia Poston a bit too antiseptic.
She's not completely antiseptic like the rest of Hollywood.
抗菌剂，抗菌的。
Antithesis.
Antithesis.
And violence is the antithesis of freedom.
Because what Byron represented is probably the antithesis of you, because he was shaking the tree from the word go to when he popped his clogs, and
the Darkhold's antithesis.
The Olympic Code is a direct antithesis to Nazi ideology.
We got anti-thief.
对哦。
Antler.
Antler.
Give us a bloody bear, you old snake antler.
I have to enjoy Antler Lodge while I still can.
I'll bring him to you at the top of Antler Ridge at midnight on Sunday, the night before Christmas Eve.
There's a medal on your antler.
You turn down this gift, they'll slit you, me, Caleb, and the horses from crotch to eyeball with a dull deer antler.
鹿角。
Anvil.
Anvil.
And he that smote the anvil did beat the molten gold into thin plates.
Hans, you better heat up that miracle because we just broke through on number 6, and the electromagnetic came down like a fucking anvil.
That which is hammered on the anvil takes its form not only from the hammer, but the anvil too. The anvil outlives the hammer.
Oh, I ain't got no anvil, I ain't got no hearth, I ain't got no coal, I ain't got nothing.
铁针。
Aorta.
Aorta.
He was either stabbed in the aorta, or it was his time of the month.
Take one fucking step and I'll jam this in my aorta.
Blade is in your aorta.
Who designed the artificial aorta cart valve?
Your aorta is in your chest.
主动脉。
Pace.
Apace.
Great weeds do grow apace.
It's like that butterfly flapping its wings in Galveston, and somewhere down the road apace, it's gonna, well, hey.
Now spurs the lated traveller apace to gain the timely inn, and near approaches the subject of our watch park.
Sunday comes apace.
The powers of the kingdom approach apace.
快速的。
Partite.
Apartheid.
Fall of the Berlin Wall, first female British Prime Minister, end of apartheid.
I pickpocketed a key of this apparatchik.
Is perhaps not the person best qualified to tell blacks how they should react to apartheid.
No, because for them, Springbok still represents apartheid.
Well, we have to end apartheid for one.
种族隔离。
Apathetic.
Apathetic.
By the early 70s, the guy decides people have become either too extremist or too apathetic to listen to him, so he
It is people like you, apathetic, unthinking, docile supporters of a capitalistic system which is a disgrace to civilization.
Now I see you as a strange mix of someone angry, yet apathetic, but mostly just pathetic.
Oh, fuck it. I have a horrible feeling that I'm a greedy, perverted, selfish, apathetic, cynical, depraved.
Well, because lately you seem so, apathetic.
缺乏感情的。
Apathy.
Apathy.
I just don't think I can continue to live in a place that embraces and nurtures apathy as if it was a virtue.
It's nice to know there are people like that. When you hear so much about apathy and people who are afraid of getting involved.
Our generation will have to repent not only for the words and acts of the children of darkness, but also for the fears and apathy.
People need dramatic examples to shake them out of apathy, and I can't do that as Bruce Wayne. As a man
who can raise India from servitude and apathy.
无感情。
Aperture.
Aperture.
Is it possible for you to close that aperture?
90 seconds to close the aperture.
One introduces a sample of human food through this aperture.
The retinal aperture dilation seems directly linked to the skin pigmentation.
We used a Pro Mist and tried to open up the aperture so we can give him a ring light.
孔。
Apex.
Apex.
I'm apexing at the apex, bitch. It's called the apex predator, right? Kissing the apex. Oh, it's a double apex corner, this.
We're apex predators.
We're considered the apex predator, but only because like smaller animals can't feed on us because of weapons and stuff, right?
丁
Aphorism.
Aphorism.
Console yourself with the thought that to amend an aphorism.
Is this going to lead to some Buddhist aphorism I don't want to hear?
It's an aphorism.
Vera is the belle of the honeysuckled sunny southern aphorism.
You may be overfond of aphorism and too afraid of imagery at times, and your arguments do tend to lose focus and stray into repetition.
格言
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
He's an apocalypse nut.
It would be such a shame if something with like a zombie apocalypse or for example, if that were to happen today.
Thank you for the Grand Canyon, and good luck with the apocalypse.
The fifth rider of the apocalypse.
Unfortunately, if this is the apocalypse, I'm not quite sure it still flows.
启示
Apologist.
Apologist.
Are you an amanuensis or an apologist?
I was your defender and your apologist, but no more.
I'm not an apologist.
John Holland has become an apologist for the black Muslims.
Apologist was so kind that he never for 1 second blamed the evil stepsister for what happened.
辩护者
Apostle.
Apostle.
Do you know the words of the apostle?
Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee.
I've been going to church my whole life, and I've never heard of a 13th apostle named Rufus.
Found, large prophet apostle. I'm so glad to see you.
The dear holy apostle wrote to me, a nobody, a junkie, a pimp, and a convict.
基督12使徒之一
Apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
Spent most of the day explaining the difference between your possessive and your apostrophe re to college juniors.
Is that an apostrophe?
They apostrophe re.
That means big K, little e, plus an apostrophe.
What writer failed to notice the Screenwriters Guild needs an apostrophe?
撇号
Paul.
Apple.
Forced her to engage in sexual practices that might appall even a sophisticate like yourself.
And a bold one, that dare look upon that which might appall the devil. Look on that which might appall the devil.
The guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant and amaze, indeed, the very faculties of eyes and ears.
With horrid speech and make mad the guilty and appall the free, confound the ignorant and amaze, indeed, the very faculties of eyes and ears.
使丧胆
Apparel.
Apparel.
And they have the latest in workout apparel, racquetball equipment.
Do not make yourself uneasy, my dear cousin, about your apparel.
Dress him in my apparel, but make him my waiting gentlewoman.
I'm not American Apparel.
Oh, we also got apparel for the ladies.
衣服使穿衣
Apparition.
Apparition.
A strange apparition has seemed to appear in the room.
An apparition. As a horrible apparition began to haunt.
Speak, apparition.
What a funny apparition.
鬼
Peace.
Appease.
And to rely on it, and to appease it when necessary. I got my fingers crossed out here for an option C.
See? You appease her.
It would appease every time except for the last.
Was it to appease a much-loved but demanding father?
You want me to lift the ban on Charles Vane to appease a handful of malcontents on the street?
抚慰
Appellation.
Appellation.
A strange appellation indeed for one who has an unblemished record as a citizen, wife, and mother.
And if he desires, I will withdraw the appellation, pretty boy.
Perhaps he goes by the appellation of Ronnie.
Through their strength of character, their fortitude, they have proven themselves to be worthy of the appellation.
What a euphonious appellation!
名称
Pen.
Append.
And I appended, sir, because after all you are king. And to remain that, append.
His Excellency was in fact good enough to append his signature to a formal
document to that effect.
I hereby solemnly declare, and I witness thereof, I append to my signature below, that the resulting issue, hereinafter referred to as the party of the third part,
You know, you get a pen, some paper, put a few marks on it.
附加
Appendage.
Appendage.
Can't you appreciate that Mrs. Wilberforce is not a mere appendage to my plan?
Dorsal appendage exists only in marine equipment, Malia.
Dr. Shaw says I need to be my own person and not an appendage.
Some appendage.
Yeah, I've never been in the military per se, but I have lost an appendage in the line of duty.
附加物
Appendicitis.
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 Chambers was recovering from appendicitis on the second floor of this hospital when police say he just made a jump for it.
He came down with appendicitis this morning.
My XO has appendicitis.
The regular guy got appendicitis.
阑尾炎
Appetizer.
Appetizer.
Go tell the manager he owes us an appetizer.
I think we'll pass on the appetizer.
It'll be an appetizer.
No appetizer?
Some kind of pasta dish, he'll be like, that's fine as an appetizer, but where's the meat?
开胃食品
Applicability.
Applicability.
The applicability of societal intent vis-a-vis individual action is well established.
适用性
Portion.
A portion.
But it is not for a judge to apportion blame in a defective society.
The apportion of blame is relevant only to actions.
Upton just wants you to apportion some of your Christmas bonus serving to the people who clean your house.
You know, she tried to hide her repulsion, but I could just feel it.
分配
Appraisal.
Appraisal.
Has got to go by the new appraisal figures.
He's coming in here and making an appraisal of that stuff.
I'm afraid that's your appraisal.
Of course, we'll need an appraisal on your home before we can issue funds.
To make our own appraisal of the situation.
评价
Praise.
Appraise.
I just have to appraise it.
And that's why I want one of my own men on the scene to appraise the situation.
Can Your Honor appraise yourself and say what you deserve?
Only they can't appraise it unless they have all the paperwork, the registration, the proof of purchase.
We appraise our numbers as management.
评价